The ancient Egyptians developed sophisticated technologies across multiple fields, most notably in engineering, construction, medicine, and mathematics. These advancements allowed for the creation of monumental structures, a formal system of government and record-keeping, and advanced healthcare for their time. 1. Engineering and construction. The monumental scale of the pyramids and temples demonstrates an exceptional mastery of engineering and logistics. Pyramid construction. The building of structures like the Great Pyramid of Giza, composed of over 2 million massive stone blocks, required an advanced understanding of mechanics and planning, simple machines. They were masters of using a dowel, levers, and ramps to move and lift the enormous limestone and granite blocks, some weighing over 70 tons. Precision. The structures, particularly the Great Pyramid, are aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, showcasing profound knowledge of astronomy and geometry, and quarrying and tool-making. To work with hard materials like granite, they developed copper and bronze tools. Before iron was common and utilized, dolerite pounding stones, a hard, non-metal rock, and core drills, used in conjunction with abrasive sand. Water management, hydraulics. Essential for life along the Nile, they created irrigation canals, dikes, and simple machines like the Shadafie, a water-lifting device, to control and distribute the annual floodwaters for agriculture. Some research even suggests they may have used early forms of new hydraulic water systems in construction. Shipbuilding. The Egyptians built massive reed and wooden ships for trade and transport along the Nile and the sea. They were among the first to use a rope trussing system to stiffen the beams of their ships to prevent sagging. Takur 2. Medicine and surgery. Ancient Egyptian medicine was one of the most advanced of the ancient world, recorded in detailed texts like the Yuzu Edwin Smith Papyrus D and the Ebers Papyrus. Surgical knowledge. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, a surgical textbook dating to around 1600 BCE, describes 48 case studies of injuries, including diagnosis, treatment, and prognosis. They performed simple, non-invasive surgery, sutured wounds, using thread and needle, and successfully set fractured bones. They used a variety of surgical instruments, including scalpels, forceps, and probes, many similar in concept to modern tools. Anatomy and physiology. They were aware of the pulse and its connection to the heart, and understood the general arrangement of internal organs, knowledge possibly gained from the mummification process. Pharmacology and diagnostics. They used a vast pharmacopoeia of herbal, animal, and mineral-based remedies, including substances with known antibiotic properties, like honey and moldy bread. They developed diagnostic techniques such as a urine-based pregnancy test, involving urinating on wheat and barley seeds. 3. Mathematics, writing, and timekeeping. These innovations laid the groundwork for organized civilization, trade, and science. Mathematics and geometry. Driven by the need to resurvey farmland after the Nile flood, they invented practical geometry. They could calculate the area of a triangle and the volume of a cylinder, and are credited with the earliest confirmed use of a decimal system. Writing and paper. They developed hieroglyphs, a complex phonetic writing system, and invented papyrus sheets, the first paper-like material made from the papyrus plant, enabling extensive record-keeping. Agenda. By observing the stars, astronomy, particularly the helical rising of the star Sirius, they created a highly accurate solar calendar of 365 days, a system that fundamentally influences the calendar we use today. Timekeeping. They invented both sundials and water clocks, clepsydra, to measure the passage of time both during the day and at night.